Hello, good morning. Welcome to our last Mojo Monday. Hi. Hello. Happy September 17th. So, hang in there while I do my usual getting this streaming live to the places that it needs to go. Sorry. Last time my hands. So if I'm crazy, yeah, I wanna be crazy. I'm crazy for you. Someday I'm gonna have an assistant do this for me. Oh good, somebody's here. Hello somebody, welcome. I know I'm supposed to pretend like all these people are here, but I know a lot of people watch it after the fact, but I'm glad somebody's here with me. Hi. Just coming at you live from my children's bedroom because it's the best lighting and Wi-Fi. Okay, last Mojo Monday. 3 essential secrets to marketing and sales. Oops. And sales. Okay. Ooh, 2 people are here. What's happening? It's a party. Hi. First of all, I want to say I missed you guys last week. I took the day off to go to Tamales Bay to get my ocean swim in for the Mermaid Challenge. Yes, I'm saying a bay counts for an ocean swim. Just cleaning off my screen here. Jenna McCasey. Hi, Jenna. Welcome. Oh man, I don't know, for those of you who are parents, I went out and stayed at my folks' house for the night with one of my best friends, and we drank some wine, and then we went to Spirit Rock for a bit, and then we went out to Tamales Bay, and just the 2 of us, and we went swimming, we ate oysters. It was just, decadence gets redefined when you are a parent. But man, it is so important to take time off, especially if you're a leader, to just like re-juicify yourself and dream a little bit. We did a lot of envisioning and talking about the future and how our dreams might collaborate and holding space for each other, and just really encourage you to take those days off. I remember when we were planning it, I'm like, I don't know, there's so much work to do. But you know, as soon as we walked down the hill to that beach, we just looked at each other. Hey, Stan. We just looked at each other and were like, oh my God, we're rich. We have a whole day. We just kept saying that all day long. We're rich. So I want you to feel that way and, you know, just do the things that make you feel rich, and then you will be, you know. So I happen to have a really good boss, and she understands these things. So she gives me the time off that I need, which is hard because I love my work so much. I know that sounds crazy. I did a lot of work this weekend because I'm a bit of a workaholic and partially I just love work. Anyways, okay. So this is our last Mojo Monday. I'm just looking at my notes here for a second. Yeah. Wow. Thanks you guys for being with me here for our last Mojo Monday. I'm going to be taking a few months off to focus on my Wild Healers Rising Immersion program. Starts on Saturday. And I'm so excited to be diving in with these 10 amazing creative healers and helping them launch their businesses or take it to the next level. And I'm so excited about their goals and their plan, and to like just do it together from scratch. I've never done it before, but somehow I have the confidence that I can do this and get them where they want to be. And I'm so grateful they said yes to me. And so we're going to take that journey. So I'm going to be focusing on that, and also taking a little bit of time off. For launching a group is just a roller coaster, and it's so much fun, and it's so taxing on your nervous system. And so I'm going to take a month off, and then I'm going to be moving into Wild Women Rising territory, recruiting the next group for the next journey. And So part of that, I'm going to be doing Wild Women Wednesdays. So you can be looking forward to that on Wednesdays, probably starting in November. All right, so without further ado, I want to dive into one of my favorite topics. And okay, so this is probably, hey Jen, this is probably my juiciest 3 tidbits, which I have been saving because these are the ones I have been giving out at the workshop, the Get Your Gifts Out workshop. But I know a lot of people, because it's summer, weren't able to come. So I wanted to put them out into the world for anyone who wants them. So marketing and sales. These are my 3 juiciest. I'm really passionate about marketing and sales for healers, especially because it's a group that, generally speaking, really doesn't have these tools. Wow, there's 7 of us here. This is a party, man. Yeah. So I want to say a lot about this to kind of get you a little amped up before we dive in. Yeah, I think the biggest barriers to the amazing healers I know having the impact that they want, and related to that, right, the freedom and the income, because it's hard to have the impact without those 2 things, is, oh, hugs right back at you, is a lack of marketing and sales skills. And sometimes it's just basic lack of knowledge. I don't know any training programs, maybe some life coach training programs, I don't know, that teach these skills as part of their training. I certainly didn't get it in therapy school. It's just like, yeah, you become an amazing therapist and then people just come to you, I guess, or you work in an agency. But I love being self-employed. I want anyone who wants to be self-employed, to make your own schedule, to lie in bed like I did this morning and just be like, what am I in the mood for doing? And oftentimes it is work because I love my work. And then other times it's going to Tamal Spay. So I want you to have these skills. And then sometimes I see a lot of, I don't know if it's naivete or laziness or arrogance, but there's just kind of like, can be this attitude of, I know I'm amazing and people should just be coming to me. Or, hey, I'm offering this workshop for free so I don't have to market it, or just this kind of attitude of like, and I think underneath it is like a resistance, which I'll get to in a bit, but just this kind of belief that it's just going to happen for you. And it's probably not. It really takes a lot of work. You can be amazing, but the world needs to find you, and there's so much tugging at our time and our attention that you need good marketing to get through for people to invest, even if you're offering something for free, for someone to invest their time, you need to be using benefits rich language to make it clear to their lizard brain why they should be spending their valuable time on this workshop with you. So please don't be arrogant. You're going to need to learn this stuff. And the last thing that I see getting in the way of marketing and sales is the psychological stuff. And that's huge. It's just huge. When we're healers, we are marketing ourselves. Really, it's this, we're channeling, I believe. But the ego just gets in there and is like, I think I mentioned the other day, like I go through my Instagram account and it's like 60% pictures of me, but it's like, what else am I going to take pictures of? I'm not selling a product. Like, I'm the product. So it's just very confusing for the ego. So there's a lot in the way of, just like marketing, like you should come to my workshop. You should know everything, or tell the world about this, and then sales. Oh my God, you should pay me a lot of money. Having that confidence that, yeah, I am totally worth it. This journey is totally worth it. I will take you there. Give me your credit card number. Oh my gosh, there's so much in the way. So usually it's a blend of all three of those things that gets people all tangled up about marketing and sales. And then oftentimes they'll just say something like, oh yeah, it's just icky. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I should do that. And I think there's a lot of defensiveness usually when people say that. So I hope you will look at your stuff that comes up in the way of it. And I hope by the end of our time together, not only am I going to be giving you my 3 essential secrets. Aw, LJ. My Tamales Bay buddy is watching. But I hope to just shift your attitude about it. I hope by the end of our time, you're like, yeah, I kind of want to learn more marketing and sales. So that's my hope for today. So without further ado, let's dive in. Yeah. Okay, I forgot part of my speech, but I feel like we should dive in, and maybe I'll add that speech to the end. Okay, let's dive in. Let's jump in. Let's do it. Okay, are you guys ready? All right, let's get a little stretch. Little dance. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, boop, boop, boop. There's the garbage truck. The Mojo Monday garbage truck. Okay. All right. Number 1 is sell a transformation. So what do I mean by that? This could be a 6-month program, a 3-month program. You could do session packages. So basically, I want to help you move away from just selling session by session for multiple reasons. One is you're going to be doing a lot of marketing to attract your ideal client, and you might as well sell something big because it's almost the same amount of work to bring somebody in for a 6-session package, or even just 1 session, committing session by session, as it is to just get somebody to just commit to the whole thing right up front. Let's just go on a 6-month journey together. Bam, you're done. You don't have to keep re-upping, re-justifying, working with their gremlins to recommit. You just get the commitment right up front. It's almost the same amount of marketing, so let's just market for something big. And the other main reason for that is when people commit on that level, they are all in. They have overcome their gremlins, and then they're all in. And then it's kind of especially if you get a deposit, and I'm a big fan of deposits because that's when their energy goes in. That's when it's okay, gremlins, I'm serious, and then after you put that deposit in, usually there's a little bit of a celebration, and then there's oh my God, what did I just commit to? But it's too late. The gremlins cannot get back in the driver's seat because you already committed. So I want to encourage you to get that level of commitment from your clients because it rocks. When I made the transition from working one-on-one, yeah, do you want to come in for another session or not? I mean, therapy people, they kind of commit, but it's kind of, sometimes it can just be, even when they're just coming and you're not having to get the recommitment, the commitment's not there. It's oh yeah, this is just scheduled every Wednesday at 2, versus when I got people to commit to Wild Women Rising, damn, they were all in. They're holy shit, I just committed to this transformation, right? It's not yeah, I'm going to try this thing out. It's I outlined for them what the transformation is and help them understand what it would be, for them, probably. It's a little bit different for everyone else. And then they said yes to it. So they're saying yes to themselves, right? They're saying yes to I believe that I can get myself there with your help as a guide. And then they're all in, and it rocks. And okay, so anyways, I'm getting a little bit too, you can tell I really love this stuff. I hope it's contagious. Okay. All right, so let me tell a little bit about what am I talking about when I say sell a transformation? Okay, let me slow down. Okay, what the hell is she talking about? Okay, so this could look a couple different ways. I'll give you 2 examples. So if you are don't talk with me about groups, Florie, I'm just freaking out to even see clients for money. here's what an intro might look like. So I know somebody who worked with a shamanic sobriety coach, and I think she committed to it was a 3-month package. So a 3-month commitment, and it was pretty basic. It was weekly sessions, where she went to this woman's office, and she got crystals laid on her, which, like, if you knew my friend, like, she's just not a crystal person, but she was just all in, you know? She just said, okay, I choose you as my guide. Let's do it. So she just, like, put the crystals on me, and drumming, journey work, to go find her guides to help her through this journey to sobriety. I don't know if any of you watching have been on that journey. What a fucking journey that is. And she found her guides, and, you know, and then there was a blend of kind of coaching and therapy in there too. And the person leading her had also gone through this journey in her life. That's what, you know, that's kind of I'll talk a little bit about that today, actually, is that the transformation that you're leading people on is probably a transformation you've been through, you know, so that's your life as a PhD, is that, you know, you don't necessarily need these fancy credentials. You need to be a guide through something a journey you understand. That's what gives you your power. So anyways, this woman had also been through that journey, and that's where she got her authority and just her incredible, you know, the gift within the wound is that she could now guide other people. And then also part of that package was writing, because this woman, you know, really liked writing. Maybe writing is what helped her get through her journey. So she would send my friend these writing prompts, and my friend would be spending the time in between sessions writing, and then the guide would read what she wrote. So that's one way it could look. Another way, I'll give you the example of Wild Women Rising. It's a group of women. We meet one Saturday a month in person all day long and do all this crazy shit together, like have grief ritual. We do shame resilience. We talk about stuff we've never shared with other people. We dance. We dress up in costumes and talk with inner parts of ourselves. Use tarot, you know, just all the stuff that I love. So that's part of this, is that when you break free from, you know, your therapy box, your massage therapy box, your yoga teacher box, you get to bring in everything that you think is going to help people make this transformation. Everything that's worked for you. You know, I use part of the artist's way because that helped me get out of a depressive episode. You know, I just get all of the creative fun stuff that has helped move me, because oftentimes the stuff that helps us move blends the body, blends creativity, blends stuff that just doesn't always fit into one modality box. So that's the other part of offering a transformation, is you could just get to bring, you know, you could lead people on hikes. You could play kirtan. You can do whatever you want. You know, don't have sex with your clients. That's probably not a good idea. You know, so within some, you know, outside of some boundaries, really do what works. So Wild Women Rising. So we've got those 6 days together, and then in between, they meet with each other for these Soul Sister sessions, and I give them recipes based on the themes of each month. So there's an arc to the journey, you know, of like the different ingredients that I think are needed to help someone break through the cultural conditioning to become a wild woman. So there's another journey. It's more of a group journey. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about cellular transformation. Okay. I said way more about that than I thought I would, because I love it. Okay. The printer's running out of ink. Okay. Number two. Now I'm going to talk about sales. I have no idea what time it is. How am I doing on time? Probably pretty good. Okay, 11:24. All right, let me move a little bit faster because I don't want to keep you guys too long. I know you got stuff to do. All right, number 2, we're going to talk about sales. Let me just tell you the meat of it first, and then I'll wax a little preachy. So anytime you're doing having a sales conversation, you want to use these ingredients. So it's an acronym. It's GROW, GROW. So anytime you're having a talk that is helping someone decide if they want to commit to investing their time and money and working with you, you want to use these 4 ingredients. And the ingredients are: G stands for goals or dreams or envisioning, what might be possible. R stands for reality, the stuckness, what's not working. And O stands for options. That's kind of like the how, or a little bit of a plan. And then the W stands for wrap up. Like, what do you think? What are your next steps? Are they going to be taking this journey with me? And great. So the deposit is $500, and I'm ready for your credit card when you are. So let me go into each of those a little bit more. So the G and the R, it doesn't matter the order. I usually start with the R because it's kind of fun to like start with the stuckness, and then you move into what's possible. And then you move into the tangible. Okay, well, like, how do we make that happen? Here's what I know. Here's a journey I can take you on that I feel confident will get you there. And then, hey, do you want to take this journey with me? So a little bit more about the G and the R. So the G, and I love this, the G is like helping people just snap out of like, okay, this is the limited thinking, right? Like, this is it. This is it the rest of my life. This is all I can expect. This is all I know. To just envision, that's the first step. You can't get out of that until you can envision what else might be possible. So helping them do that for themselves, and then help them feel that it's possible, and then just helping them connect the dots. Like, okay, well, if that's possible, what else might be? Like, what if you could do that? What else might shift? I like taking it out even a few levels, especially if someone's making a big commitment, like, a 6-month journey that costs $3,000. Like, they really need to be able to see ahead, because if you're just looking at, okay, it's X amount of hours and we're going to be doing these skills, who's going to commit to that? That we all have these curmudgeon voices. Well, that could be going to my kids' college education. That could be time I could be spending with my, just all that guilt and like, I call it the lizard brain. You have to convince the lizard brain why this is a good idea. So you have to, help them see it. And then the R, a lot of people avoid this. The R is like going into the pain. Don't just go into la la land. Like, go into the pain. Like, what is the cost of staying stuck? Help them really see, because it is scary to make a commitment like this. Everyone's gremlins are going to come up. So and they're going to say, you know what? It's not worth it. Like, why would I step out of my comfort zone like that? So you have to help them see, this is why you'd step out of your comfort zone, because this is the cost of staying in your comfort zone. This is the cost. What is the cost on your health? What is the cost on your relationships? What is the cost on your day-to-day joy? What is the cost on your finances, right? If they're investing, like in my Wild Healers Rising program, it's a pretty expensive program. Well, what if you don't grow your business? What if you don't grow your business? What is the opportunity cost? How much money are you missing out on? Way more than the tuition investment. Way more. So really helping them understand that there is a cost to staying stuck, because it's so scary and it's a lot of work to overcome those gremlins, and then to keep overcoming them, because they will continue, because they resist it. Gremlins want to keep you safe, and they're misguided. you can watch my talk on gremlins for more on that. I love talking about gremlins. Okay. Okay, last thing I want, well, there's a lot I want to say about this, but two things. One, when I say sales conversation, that is something you're having probably all the time. Every Mojo Monday we've been having together is kind of a sales conversation. Like, I'm here offering this for you for free, but I'm also kind of massaging out anyone who might be interested in working with me by helping you dream into what's possible. I mean, just look at all the Mojo Monday talk titles. You'll see that they're all G, R, and O, and then sometimes I do a little wrap up at the end, which I'm going to do today. Give you a little bit of an offer of an action step. You should always have an action step. Sometimes the action steps come to my workshop. So that, I guess there is always a wrap up, but they all use grow. And then sometimes there's the reality, you know, what are the mistakes that healers make? So you can kind of look at the titles and see, wow, oh, here she's using G, here she's using R. Sometimes they're O, like, you know, here's the launch plans. And then at the end, there's always like a little wrap up. So you're always having a sales conversation. Workshops, when they're done right, they use grow. So that's why I want to teach you about grow. And then very short, I really go into this when I do my Get Your Gifts Out workshop. But I think it's come across indirectly, but having a sales conversation when you're a healer is sacred. It is not icky. It is not icky. It's sacred because you are helping people overcome their gremlins to commit to growth. That's what it is. Yes, it's committing, you know, their time and money to working with you, but really the bigger picture is they're committing to their vision. And you're going to hold them accountable and you're going to keep them on the train, keep them from going off the rails. But really, it's so much bigger than you. So please get good at this so you can help people make that commitment. Okay. Number 3, guys. Here's my marketing. Wild Women Rising. It's a great program. I'm going to be recruiting in the next few months. I'm taking October off, but okay. Number 3, I'm going to talk about marketing. So if you want to grow your business, you need to be willing to get in front of people and be willing to market. When you are growing your business, you should be spending about 40% of your time on marketing. What? Let's do a stretch. I don't know if you're all still here. If you're with me, give me like a wave or something. It's so weird to just talk into the abyss. I know. It says this little number there that says 9, which is great. There's 9 people watching. It's a party, but give me like a wave or something. Like, are you with me? Are you with me? Ooh, whoa, this is so cool. I don't even know how to do what you guys are doing. There's like these things, hearts exploding. Wow, that's so nice. It just it feels so good to have some affirmation. Thank you. All right, 40% of your time. What? That's a lot of time marketing. I tell people when I do my workshop, I think I spent one day planning the content of the workshop and then, months doing the marketing. Months, like figuring it, just like, where can I market? Flyers, lists. There's so many places to market that you probably haven't even thought of. And in your marketing, it's really important that you use benefits-rich language. And what I mean by that is it is outlining what are people going to get from working with you. And it's like so many steps when I'm teaching people to do this. It's like, okay, what are they going to get from working with you? Oh, they're going to get, God, I should have thought of an example ahead of time. They're going to get more freer in their body. Okay, we're not there yet. Most people are like, yeah, I kind of want to be free in my body. And then you keep asking yourself, so that, what happens if you're freer in your, it's kind of like you're using the G, right? The G of grow. Okay, what happens if you get free in your body? Well, I'm probably going to enjoy sex more. I'm probably going to be more confident. I'm probably going to have better posture. That's going to improve my health in the long run. You know, you kind of keep connecting the dots until you get to these pieces that's like, oh my God, who doesn't want that? In the Wild Healers Rising Immersion Program, God, that's a mouthful. Wish I came up with a shorter title. We do these dream client interviews where you figure out, you know, who in my life represents my dream client, and we interview them. And we really listen to like, what are their problems that they want solved? And then how do they want them solved? And then what is the outcome they're looking for? Because your marketing should use that languaging, the languaging that people are using when they're talking with their friends. Like, this is what I want. This is what's missing in my life. Because that's what they're going to recognize as the solution. And then you know how you're going to get them there. You don't talk about how. You know, don't say like, we're going to be using sand tray and we're going to be doing free movement exercises. You know, it's like people aren't like, oh yeah, I can just do free movement at home. But you know that they can't. You know that they're not going to do it the way that's going to transform. They're not going to commit to it, or, you know. So you don't talk about the how. You talk about, you know, where is this going to get them? What is the transformations that this is going to have in their life? Okay. So I could spend a whole session on benefits rich language, but I just want to give you a little bit of a taste of it. Yeah. And so with the marketing, it's about convincing the lizard brain, right? Somebody wrote, I don't want to out you. I mean, I guess it's just, I spend 0% of my time on marketing. Yeah, a lot comes up in the way of marketing. Yeah, I had a friend I was helping promote recently, and, you know, I'm like, dude, there's like, I've seen nothing about your workshop. Like, I'm your biggest fan. You should be like inundating me. Like, I should be in your inner circle. I expect like 5 emails by now about your workshop, and there was nothing. And then he had the workshop, and then I think he felt more confident after it. He's having another workshop, by the way. I can't promote it right now because I don't want to share anything confidential. But, and I can tell he's marketing it more because he feels more confident. But still, you know, he like gave us like 10 flyers or something to put up. And it's like, dude, you need to put up like 50 flyers. So there's a lot that comes up in the way, you know, of like, you can kind of tell. Like sometimes like some Mojo Mondays, I'm like, I don't know if this is going to be a good one. And I can find myself like, I don't want to send out an email about it, you know. And then the ones I feel are going to be good, I'm like, I want everyone to be there, you know. So there's a lot that gets in the way of marketing, right? Like, I don't know if I actually want people to show up. So you gotta find that, like, yeah, I want to tell the world about this because people should be here. It's good stuff. So there's a lot that gets in the way, but yeah, marketing. It's just, I don't know. When I first hired my assistant, you know, she was like, should we really spend $60 a month on Meetup? You know, like, you know, I'm like, yeah. And we got one person to sign up for my group program who found us through Meetup, you know? So that was a, you know, $60 investment for, you know, multi-$1,000 return, you know? So dream big with your marketing. Dream big, like it's worth the investment, you know? But yeah, anyways, there's a lot to it, right? Like, don't pump a lot of money into Facebook advertising if you don't know what you're doing, and, you know. But flyers, yeah, drop $30, $40 on flyers. Of course. Flyers are great. Actually, a lot of the people who find me, I want to say us. Feels safer to say us. Who find my assistant Rossi and I, is through flyers. So flyers are the best. And of course, you know, social media is good too. Okay. Marketing. Oh yeah, I think I already talked about this. Your gremlins will come up. So, I mean, really, growing your business, I say this, is the fastest path to not enlightenment. I want to say that, but that's not true. But growth, like personal growth, I think tied with parenting, it will just push your comfort zone, and then your comfort zone will expand, and you'll be like, oh my God, I did it! I did this Facebook Live that just made me totally nervous. And then lo and behold, there's another step. And it just keeps going like that. So those of us who are personal growth junkies, this is a good path. And it's hard on your nervous system. So if you want to like master your gremlins, grow your business, you will not regret it. But remember to go to the beach. Okay, here's what I want to say. It's bigger than us. So if you are like getting hung up on the marketing and I don't know if I'm good enough and blah, 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 it is bigger than you. If you are watching this, you are being called, I believe. I believe you are being called to offer your healing gifts. And to get, why not? Why would you not get them out on a bigger level if you can? You know, why? What's wrong with that? And I want to say a little piece about money here. You can, the having more income is related to having more freedom. And having more income and freedom is related to having a bigger impact. They all go hand in hand because, you know, I have to have good income in order to take the day off to go to the beach. And I have to take the day off and go to the beach in order to be able to lead and inspire. You know, you need time to get inspired and then to make this content, right? I mean, I couldn't do Mojo Mondays 3 years ago because I was seeing 20 clients a week, which still, you know, I know that's great, 20 hours a week. Many people would want that schedule, but there was no room to be creating these free workshops and these free talks. But I was able to leverage my time by growing a group program, and it feels amazing to have that kind of impact. I've been finally got around to watching all the testimonials from Wild Women Rising last year, and it freaking feels amazing to hear people talk about how their lives have changed. And so I want that for you, and you can't do it if you're not making good money. It's just all tied together. So that's my piece on money. Sometimes all my gremlins come up when I talk about money, and they aren't here right now, so I wanted to get that in there. Yeah. And when you make money, you can also, like, I just wrote a check for $300 to the South Yuba River Citizens Council. They saved the Yuba River from being dammed several decades ago, and right now they're trying to stop the Bear River from being dammed. So, I mean, it feels awesome to be like, yes, stop the Bear River from being dammed. Here's some money. Okay. So yeah, we need leaders. So I really hope you can overcome the gunk that's in your way of sales and marketing so that you can be a guide. You're being asked to be a guide, and it's about channeling spirit, and it's really about getting people to commit to the change, and then holding that space where you can create a culture that inspires change, where you can bring them your gifts, and just hold them to this bigger, more expansive, evolved way of being. Like, you know that's good. So why not do it on a bigger level? Because it's scary. But it's worth it. It's just so worth overcoming that gunk. Okay. A word about imperfection. So you have to create the plane while you're flying it. This time around with Wild Healers Rising immersion program. So I've, done 2 years of Wild Women Rising. I thought it would be easy. Oh yeah, I've already done this, but it's a new group. It's a new niche. Oh my gosh. I went through so much doubt. Because I've never done this program before. So it feels like you're selling air. You're trying to describe this place you can take people, but you maybe haven't actually taken them there completely yet. I mean, you somehow you find the confidence. So you have to start with imperfection. I mean, just watch me with these Mojo Mondays. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I just jump in there and do it anyways. That's what it looks like. Is just the only way to get better is to do it. And the only way to get confident is through action. Don't keep investing, always invest in more training because it's fun, but don't feel like, oh, I need to learn this other skill, or I need to do this other training program before I do the, it's just, no, just start now. You know plenty right now. You have plenty to offer right now. Start offering right now. And then you can keep learning, you can keep getting more training, but don't let that hold you back. Like, just be your imperfect self. Don't you guys love me more when I'm just like fucking up? I'm confident of that because I don't know. That's just how I'm wired. When people are vulnerable, I just fall in love with them more. We need authentic leaders, and being authentic is being a messy human. I don't know anyone who's not a messy human, amazing leaders included. So you get to be a leader now. You don't have to wait. I think I said everything I want to say. Wow, there's 13 people watching. Wow, this is like, oh crap. My printer totally ran out of ink on the 3rd page. Great, I get to role model imperfection for you. That's so funny. Okay, well, hopefully that wasn't anything important on that page. All right, I just want to look back on because I know I skipped something in the beginning. I want to make sure. Okay, I totally covered that with my money talk. All right. So, all right, here you're going to get to watch me do the W wrap-up of the sales conversation. Okay, so my Wild Healers Rising Immersion program, it starts on Saturday, and there are 9 amazing people in it. I am so in love with all these people, and it's a seed program. So it's my first year doing it, so it's going to be in my living room, and I'm going to be creating the program as we go, a lot based on the people in it. So each person's like a seed, so I'm being super choosy about who's in it, and I kind of feel like it's perfect the way it is. So I'm a little bit like, I don't know if I want to bring anyone else into this perfect soup, but I feel like there might be one more person out there. God, this really sounds like a sales technique, but I swear to God, it's not. It's like this weird intuitive thing. I'm like, I feel like there might be one more person. But I'm also like, I'm not going to just take anyone. Because I don't want to mess up what we already have. But if you are watching and you feel like that could be you, well, I guess I'll tell you a little bit. So it's a 5-month program, starts next Saturday. I guess I won't go into, the when we meet and blah, blah, blah. I'll just tell you a little bit about the journey is start to near finish. I'm going to help you launch either your practice or another level of it. Like if you want to start a group, your own version of Wild Women Rising, say. I will help you start to finish. Figure out who are my dream clients, who's my niche, who also has a history of investing and an ability to pay. And then what's my transformational program? How much do I charge? What goes in it? Then, okay, how do I market? What's going to be my signature workshop, and how do I integrate the grow model into the workshop? Support getting out there, doing the marketing, doing the dream client interviews to get the benefits rich language, help with your flyering, what to put on the flyer, what to title your workshop. Okay, I tend towards like totally overwhelming people because I get so geeky excited. To the sales calls, support through having those sales conversations, standing in your value, and then ideally the way the program's designed is that you will have signed up your first 1 or 2 clients by the time we end, and then it's just take the training wheels off, and you've got all the tools in your tool basket, you've got the formula, you've expanded your comfort zone, so now all of that is within your comfort zone, and you're off and running, and then you can use this formula again and again to create a new program. If you're just starting your business, then you can use it to create a group program down the road, and then it's all this support, accountability, step-by-step guidance. This is what you need to be focusing on now. This is the next thing. And then we're all going through it together. This is a great experiment. I don't know if it's going to work, but I think we're all going to, everybody, everyone in the group so far, I think they're lined up, even though they're doing different projects, we're going to go through the whole journey together. So then on these days that we're together, we're going to be working on all the gunk that comes up. and you're going to see that you're not alone, and we're going to be cheerleading each other. Anyways, that's probably more than you wanted to hear, but I'm just really excited because now I get to focus on creating it. So anyways, if this calls to you, I have very limited time in the next 2 days to do a dreams to reality session. This is a 45-minute one-on-one session with me. I'm not offering one-on-one sessions anymore, so it's a rare opportunity. These calls are transformative. I love doing them, and I'm super limited in how many I can do because it's 45 minutes of my time focused on one person. We're going to go into the possibilities. We're going to use grow. We're going to go into the stuckness so you really get clear on what's holding you back. And then we're going to come up with a mini plan. You're going to get very clear on what's in your way and what the next step is. Each call is different, what people get, but you will get very clear sense of where you need to be heading, what's in your way, how to get there. And then if the Wild Healers Rising immersion program seems like it's an appropriate vehicle, I can tell you more about it in that call. If you might be that person, if I'm feeling like you might be a fit, I'll tell you about that opportunity. This is where I wish I had my fancy assistant doing this for me, but I'm not quite at that level. Okay, so I'm going to put a link here. Thaddeus Tuberty, word up! My Peace Corps brother is watching. Wow. It has been a long time since I've seen you. Probably in La Paz. Okay. Okay, what am I doing? I'm putting a link. So, yeah, I think I have just tomorrow and the next day just a few openings. And if you don't find an opening and you really feel called, just reach out to me. And I'll see what I can do. But, okay, here we go. Ba-ba-da. All right. I just put a link in on my business page. Now I'm going to go put it in the Wild Healers Rising page. Where am I? Oh, wow. Anne and Christina are here. I didn't know that. Okay. So I just put a link in the Wild Healers Rising page too. Oh, there I see it. Okay, so you can click on that link and schedule a call. And if you feel called to, please only schedule it if you think you might be interested in the program. I wish I could do these calls with everyone because they're fucking awesome. But I really can only do it if you think the program you're certainly not committing to the program. You don't even know what it is really. But I do need you to feel like it's a possibility for you to schedule that call. Oh, and there's if you schedule the call, you'll get this form that then says, hey, fill out this pre-screening questionnaire, which is, you're totally going to want to fill that out. It's great. It's amazing questions. There's value it's like the coaching package right there. Okay. I think that's it. What do I want to say about Mojo Mondays? I don't know because my third page ran out of ink. That's my third page. These are my notes for the third page. So this is the end of Mojo Mondays. I just thank you for any of you who have been witnessing me on this journey. I was so nervous out of my skin the first one. Oh, Jenna wants to know the cost of my program. If you private message me, I can send you a description of the program and the cost is in there. Yeah. If you want, Jenna, maybe I'll send you a link. Anyways, yeah. Oh my God. And I just so didn't want to do this. I had to tell my mastermind group that I was committing to it because I kept putting it off. I imagine some of you can relate to that. Just being, oh, it's not important. I just backburnered it, because no one was going to make me do it. So I told my mastermind group, okay, I'm committing to doing 3 of these by the time we talk next. So I did it. I'm so happy. I usually have to like dance or rattle before I go on, but I don't know, somewhere in there, maybe around the 4th one, it's stopped being so hard. I mean, like my whole Monday would be shot. My nervous system was just shot. But I'm so happy I did it now. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. I feel proud. I feel so silly. I feel proud of myself. I guess I want you to have this experience too, because I really didn't want to do it. I didn't know if I even had anything I wanted to say about. Like, I'm like, I don't even know if I have enough for one talk. I don't, you know, this is a totally new niche for me. You know, it's just been my experience that has been my training, and, you know, getting my own coaching. I didn't go to business school. And then week after week, I'm like, oh, I kind of like teaching about this stuff. And then it meant so much to me when I would run into somebody and they would say, oh, I watched your Mojo Monday talk. You know, because a lot of times, you know, nobody shows up. One time, just my mom was here. But then I remind myself, okay, people watch it later, but I have no idea about that, you know. So I'd run into someone, they'd be like, oh yeah, I watched it, and I got this thing out of it, and I was like, oh my god, like, people are actually, like, there's actually some value here. So I hope that encourages you to do the thing that expands your comfort zone. So my other call to action to you is, I want you to commit right now to a thing that expands your comfort zone with your business. So a thing, or related to your business. So I want you to write it down below. What are you willing to, what's your version of Facebook Lives? You know, what's your Mojo Monday? What's the thing that you're like, I should probably do this, but I don't want to, so I'm going to keep back burnering it. Where it's just going to stay on the back burner unless you put it on the front burner. So what's your version of that? Go ahead and type it below. I want to hopefully wait till I get to see a couple of these. Flyers! Yes. Do the flyers. Make 50 of them. Make so many flyers. And if you message me, I actually have a list. My assistant and I have made a list of all the places to flyer. In Davis, Sacramento, we're working on Woodland. We're starting to make a master list. There's so many places to flyer that you probably didn't even think of. Yeah, anybody else? Action steps? All right. Yeah. All right, I hope that you do the thing. Ooh, LJ says, create the titles of the curriculum I want to develop. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Christina Haas, I am going to invest several hours each week into creating my online course. Fuck yeah. What? I want to hear about this. Damn, this woman is a powerhouse. She is pregnant and she's creating an online course, which sometimes when you're pregnant is actually the best time to create stuff. I hope you take lots of naps too. All right. Anyways, I hope that you commit to doing this thing because it's totally worthwhile. Thank you guys for watching. Feels a little bit hard to end. Ooh, what? Janeda starting your vlog? Fuck yeah, please start it. Oh my God, I want to watch it. Please start it. Just make a commitment. Schedule it. That's the key, you know. I mean, the Mojo Mondays, if I hadn't had, I said I'm going to show up here every Monday at 11, so I had to. Even if only 2 people were watching, I said I would, so I had to. So I really recommend doing something like that where you just have to show up. Okay. I see people jumping off, so I want to let you go about your days. Thank you. I love you. Here's to unleashing your full power and magic on the world because we need it. All right. I love you guys. Bye.